Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Lucky Luch here. Welcome back to my room and my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over my EDC. No, this is not Electric Dance Carnival. No, this is not Eclectic Demonstration Calibration. This is my everyday carry. Now, this is some of my probably most watched content that is not watch content or car content or news content or fashion. Yeah, the EDC world is huge. I feel like it's mostly a guy thing. Now, I have seen girls do videos like, hey, like what's in my bag? But I feel like calling it an EDC is so bro coded because it's like phone, keys, wallet, but then a knife, a watch, a pew pew. Can I say gun on YouTube? I feel like they're weird about that. And the world of EDC just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And there's guys that do like more rugged stuff that are more like hunting and outdoor based. There's guys that do more tech type of EDC stuff. I consider mine somewhere in the middle. I like an efficient EDC because I usually take public transportation or I'm walking. I do walk a lot. Or just out for hours and hours at a time. So I'm going to take you through the items that I have on me more than like 3/4 of the time. We're going to start with the bag, phone, keys, wallet, and then I'll take you through other essential items that I wear and a couple bonus items. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start with the Tom Talk 3.5 milliliter sling bag. It has RFID blocking. I got this in the khaki colorway, and the dimensions are going to be right over here. When we open it up, we're going to have a little lanyard here that sticks out. So it's super easy to just attach your keys to this and, open and close your door or whatever you want to attach to there. Then we have a pretty decent sized front pocket here with two smaller pockets inside. I like to put my gum here, my headphones here, and then maybe my phone here just because, we live in a society where we're on our phones a lot. I'm going to close this up. Then when you look at the front, there's these two pieces of fabric that are hanging off. You can attach a carabiner to these. If you have like a strap back or a snapback hat, you can attach it to these. Also, if you have a hook, you can, use these to hang it up. So that's a nice little addition. I'm going to open up this middle pocket. And as you can see, it lays flat pretty nicely. There's two mesh pockets. And then another little pocket right behind that. You see the Tom Talk logo over there. And then in the front, if you guys can see, there's another zipper here. And then we're just going to unzip that. Once again, this is good phone storage, wallet storage, passport storage, whatever you really need there, this thing can fit. I like this middle pocket here because I can fit any of my cameras in here. I can fit a book in here. My over-ear headphones can fit in this compartment. So you can get a lot done here. I've seen people also fit like smaller sized water bottles here. So this thing is pretty legit. And then lastly, in the back, this is where I would normally keep my wallet or my passport. So it is literally close to your chest. And lastly, we have the belt or the strap, if you will. Right there's the adjustment point. So you can make this, closer or tighter. A little buckle over here. And yeah, that is the bag. So next up is my phone. I don't think there's anything too special about my phone, but I do have an iPhone 15 Pro. It's blue, made of titanium. It works, has a camera. And I do have this cool looking blue OtterBox case that kind of matches my phone. Very basic. I use my phone a lot. I record videos on it. I take pictures. If my bag is packed and I can't bring my camera, then I use my phone. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. So let's move on to the keys. So we have the Craig Hill Wilson carabiner. This is made in brass. It has a gold tone to it. And what's cool about this is that you just use your hands, apply pressure to grip it on and off. Really easy, really simple to use. But if something ever goes wrong and it falls off, I do have an air tag attached to it. And I have this really cool green leather case for it. And then I had this multi-tool that I got a few years ago, which I just find super interesting. It's made by Geeky. So it's spelled like geek and key put together. So I have this geek key a keychain multi-tool. I mostly use it as a bottle opener. It also has like a screwdriver. It can be used as a wrench. It's a little tool to keep handy whenever I bring it out to do something at parties or something. People like, it's a good conversation starter. So I really enjoy having these two accessories along with my keys. That way I'm just like kind of prepared. If I lose my keys, I have the AirTag to find them. If somebody needs a quick bottle opener, I got one right there. Next up, we have the wallet, and I think this is probably the most unique piece in my personal everyday carry. I got the inspiration from another creator's video. I can't remember their name. I can't remember like where I was when I watched this video, and they had this wallet with like a button, right? So a button to close, button to open. It was by some luxury brand. It might have been like Saint Laurent or Gucci or something. And I remember being like, wow, that's like a really nice pristine wallet. I want something like that. And then I came across Portland Leather Goods and their mini envelope wallet. This was in their women's section, which I think this is a very unisex item. And just like a lot of fashion YouTubers say, don't be afraid to shop in the women's section. And I was so down with this. So it has two pockets. The first pocket I'll keep my cards in. I only keep a couple of cards on me, so that's fine. And then I use the back pocket for some cash. My dad always told me, always keep $1 on you in case somebody bets you $1. So I always keep a little bit of cash, keep a couple cards. I love this wallet. I currently own it in the cognac color. They previously offered this in like an aqua blue. I lost that wallet. I was so mad because the color was so nice, but highly recommend. These are on sale right now for $24 at the time I'm recording this. I bought mine, I think, for $35. So there's that. The measurements for this are 4.5 inches width and 3 inches tall. Now you will need these in the summer when it's hot and sunny. You're also going to need a pair for the winter because the sun reflects off of the slushy ice that gets on the ground in New York City and then reflects back up to your eyes, leaving you walking around like this when it's like 12 degrees outside. I am currently wearing the No Wave by Crap Eyewear. The frames are black. The lenses are like this deep, I don't know if it's like red or burgundy, but they look really cool. They're polarized. They run sales a lot, so you could buy these anywhere between $80 and like $115. But I recommend. I think these look great. Solid pair of sunglasses, and you could wear them with anything. What else could you possibly ask for? So if I have enough room in my bag, I will be wearing my over-ear headphones, the Marshall Major 4s. They're super comfortable. They're a solid over-ear headphone, and I think they're pretty inexpensive. I got these for Christmas, but when I looked them up online, I think they're somewhere between $100 and $150. On days where I'm being a little bit more active, I will be wearing my Tozo open ear headphones. So I prefer open ears over in-ears. I think in-ear headphones are super uncomfortable. I live in New York. I know I say that every video, and I just like to be aware of my surroundings. I can also have a conversation with open ear headphones on, and then I have to like take my headphone out and be like, what'd you say? Or all that other stuff. So even though you do get some of the outside noise bleed wearing the open ear, I think it's just a benefit just to, be aware of your surroundings. I also like the charging case of the Tozo headphones. It has a digital display letting you know how much battery life you have left. I've had these headphones for a few weeks now, and they're pretty serviceable. They do a decent job, and they have a long battery life. They look decent. Come on now, you knew it was coming. I have to talk about the watch. This is the Ray 2 by Orient. This is like my everyday, beater watch. This is my favorite watch to wear. I think it's so nice. It's under $200, 200 meters of water resistance, about a 41.5 meter case diameter, so it's super wearable. I forget the lug to lug, but it does have a 22 millimeter lug width, which means you can get a lot of different straps for it. It is a bit of a strap monster. I really love wearing this watch. I think it fits my personality so much. I love a blue dive watch. Like I said before, super inexpensive, under $200. Reliable movement, has the day, the date, and the time. I also use like this little diving bezel to just, time things. I can really talk about this watch all day. I've made multiple videos on it, so you can go check those out. I realized this is the bonus part of the video. So these are items that I carry with me not as often as my other items. I'm going to start with books. I've been reading a lot more. I've been reading the whole Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. It's like a sci-fi gladiator series. I think I described that correctly. So yeah, this is the third book. This is next on my queue, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. These all follow 2 rules. Rule number 1, if my commute is over 20 minutes, I'm bringing one of my books with me. Rule number 2, the book has to be able to fit in my bag or else it's not getting read, or it's going to be getting read at home. Bonus item number 2, Trident sugar-free gum, because it's sugar-free and makes your breath smell nice. Bonus item number 3 are my power banks. I have an Anchor one that's like specifically made for MagSafe and iPhone. And then I have this Charmist. I don't know how to say that, bro. And this goes for multiple devices. I just bring one of these. And the rule with that is if I know I'm going to be out all day, I'm going to bring a charger with me because I'll probably need it. One other bonus item is my Sony ZV-1, the black camera at the bottom of your screen. I like to use this one to make music video content, to record videos on, to take pictures, especially if I can just not use my phone and be more immersed, be more present. If I want to get like an old school warm vibe, I will use the Lumix for still pictures. It's the silver camera at the top of your screen. This last item might be silly, but I'm being so serious when I say this. Condoms. I am a single man living in New York. You might go out, you might have some nice breath with the Trident, and you might meet somebody you like. They want to go back to your place, you go back to their place, whatever the case may be. Take your sexual health seriously. Sometimes I've been in situations where I have friends that need them. Just trust me. Just keep a condom in your bag. I'm not married, so I don't want any juniors just yet. Okay, everybody, that's my EDC. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, come back to the channel for more. Leave a comment if you love it. Leave a comment if you hate it. Leave a comment if you want to add something to your EDC. Maybe there's something I should add to mine. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.